Hello, shining ones. Magus here on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to this channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. We're actually doing something a little different today. This is going to be a Papa Magus video. For you longtime followers, you probably remember the Papa Magus channel. And we're just talking. And you know what's on my heart? I want you to feel good. I want you to be happy. And that's what I want to just talk about today. And I'm going to share with you some Grandma Millie wisdom. You know, my Grandma Millie, she was so fun. And I would actually I'd rather go to Grandma Millie's house than Disneyland, the beach, anywhere. And I used a lot of her wisdom in my own life and raising my children. And you know what we found? We were happy. And I would like to share that with you guys. And what she would do is quite simple, is she just gave me all of her attention. You know, with your parents, they got a lot going on, right? They're trying to keep a roof over your head, and they got insurance and food, and they're figuring out their lives, and then they have a marriage and friends and businesses and things going on. But grandmas, right, they can just focus all their energy on you, and they make everything so fun. And I'll never forget, she had an old station wagon, and she would just pile the back with pillows and blankets, and she was a baker, and she put baked goods back there. The whole car smelt so good. And of course, she's up in the front seat smoking her cigarettes. You know, it's a different time back then, no seat belts. And we'd head off on an adventure, and she'd make a day out of it. I remember we'd go to the stop and go, like 7-Eleven type little mart on the corner, and she'd let me pick out 2 candies. And I still remember I'd get so excited because they had those little plastic parachute men with a Smarties rubber band on their back. And then they had these, a pack of cards with a gum in it. And I thought it was just, treasure, right? And then she lived out in a rural area, and we'd stop and we'd feed the goats and see the cows, and just the whole day was so fun. And then we'd go back to the house, I remember, and she'd put a little apron on me, and we would cook, right? And I got to be a part of it, licking the beaters, seasoning and spicing, and it stuck with me. And it was the funnest time in my life. And so with my kids, I used that. You know, like I remember we'd have Pillow Land, and we'd get every pillow, every comfy blanket in the evening, throw it on the ground and watch movies and eat popcorn and Junior Mints and snuggle. And it was fun. We looked forward to it. Another thing I think of is their school was about an hour away from our house. So it was a long drive. And this is back in the early 90s before every car had a TV. I went in, got a TV, put it in the back for them, and then there's a little center console, and I just filled it with goodies like Grandma Millie used to do. And they still talk about that. Instead of being a miserable car ride, right, it was something they remember with fondness. And you just make life special, right? And that's a beautiful thing about grandmas, is they make everything special because they can just focus all their energy. Like right when we went somewhere, it wasn't just like out running errands, doing work, and then, hey, if we have time, we'll stop by and get you a candy bar, right? It was something special. And I want you to try this. Make your day special. Find something you love. I did it yesterday. You probably noticed I didn't make a video yesterday. I did something special for me. I went to our local bookstore, the Well-Read Moose. Isn't that a cute tote? Moose sitting there reading his book, and I just did a book haul, and I got a bunch of books that were on my list, but I make it an adventure. For about a day, I watched BookTube, you know, on YouTube, and got recommendations. Like I was hunting, trying to find the books I wanted, wrote them down. Then I went to the bookstore, and I'm getting them, and it's just a great experience. It's the cutest little store. And then I got some pumpkin candles because of the season, some pumpkin creamer for my coffee. So right now that my library here smells so good. And then reading is just part of the experience, right? So I love my little space I created. But I've also got a chair that I keep up on the top of the mountain, and I hike up there and I pull my chair out, and just the birds are singing and the beautiful vistas, and you make it special. And I would love for you to try that in your own life. Try it with your kids. If you have kids, do it with yourself. Maybe book hunting isn't your thing, but find something and just make a thing of it where, not where it's just a part of something, but make it special is what I'm saying. And what got me thinking about this video today is we really are all connected. And you may have noticed lately, maybe you're feeling a little tired, a little drained. Maybe your dreams and nightmares are very vivid, and maybe unrestful sleep. There's a lot going on in the world right now, and we pick up on that energy. So we have to do these little things to keep ourselves, in the right state of mind, because we really are connected. And of course, number one, we meditate on Asha and we hold that, but there's little fun things. I mean, this life is a gift. Make it fun. It's up to you, if it's going to be enjoyable. I think about silly little things as I'm thinking about Grandma Millie, that sets it apart, that you never forget. But she would take a watermelon and we'd go out on her back porch. She'd just throw it on the ground, break it open. We had a shaker of salt. We'd eat it off the ground. And you never forget that. We're having so much fun. But how many times have you maybe ate a watermelon or something? You forget it. It's nothing. You make it special, and you'll start to see, oh my God, life really is special. Another fun little thing, I hope my neighbor sees this because he's been such a blessing to me. But my neighbor rides dirt bikes too. And we went out the other day exploring through the mountains and climbing steep hills that are probably too steep for me, and giggling and laughing like kids. I'm in my 50s, he's in his 60s. And then we went and made a little campfire and sitting around just talking. And it made that day so special. I'll never forget it, And so I'd ask you to try that today. We create our energy, we create our atmosphere. Yeah, we sense everything going on out there, but we can take control of our atmosphere, our home, and so you owe it to yourself. Feel good today. Find something that you can enjoy like this. Maybe become a book hunter. All right, guys, I love you so much. If you enjoyed this, let me know. We used to have just a Papa Magus channel. I erased all the videos on that because sometimes I'd make a 20-30 minute video and people watch like a minute 30 seconds. I thought, okay, people just want to hear about Zoroastrianism, but this was on my heart today. If you want to see more of this in the future, content like this, just let me know. Hit that like button, comment, yes, Magus, I like this. Or it won't hurt my feelings if you say, Magus, I come here for the Magi message. That's all I want to hear. That's fine too, guys. And most important, know I love you. Love you, Grandma Millie.